Good afternoon and welcome to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lions football. Mike Formisano here calling today's action. Thank you so much for joining us on this Columbus Day weekend, Sunday afternoon, as the Pope John Junior Lions 11 and under squad gets set to take on the Bayshore Buccaneers. Bayshore coming into Pope John today and facing a Lions squad that is 4-2 on the season. Although, ironically, the Lions are 0-2 here at home, with losses to Mo Better as well as Rahway. But they've been road warriors this season with a 4-0 record, and so now they look to get a win here in Sparta. Let's go over the rosters here for the Pope John Junior Lions 11 and under team. We'll start with number 1, Dominic DiArco. Number 3, Lachlan Sertival. Number 4 is Connor Hart. Number 5, Benny Platt. Number 8, Charlie Formisano. Number 9, Braden Coulson. Number 10, Jared Hawthorne. Number 13, Evan Nisbeth. 15 is Roger Milner. 23 is Sean Klebitz. Number 26, Braden Convey. 30 is Ryan Hart. 33, Ryan Labreglia. 36, Wyatt Miller. 40 is Jacob Jessamaria. 43, Tyler Killen. 45, Jude Cofrancesco. 56, Robert Zawicki. And number 61, Anthony Grego. The head coach of the Pope John Junior Lions 11 and under squad is Jared Cofrancesco, assisted by coaches Dan Platt, Dan Labreglia, Nick Colson, Jim Miller, Rob Zawicki. The league president is Chris Poranco. League VP is Dave DiArco. The team mom is Kathy Jessamaria. And the Pope John head coach is Don Gaston. I'm Mike Formisano. We have the captains out on the field for today for Pope John. Ryan Labreglia, Jake Jessamaria, Sean Klebitz, and Benny Platt, along with the coaches, as they receive the instructions from the referees, as well as the coin toss. The Bayshore Buccaneers out of, I believe, Keyport, New Jersey, serving a few different shore towns. They are the third team to come into Pope John this season. The other two teams have had their way with the Lions. Mo Better defeated Pope John 21-6 for the opener of the season, and then Rahway came in and defeated the Lions as well. I believe the score was, if I'm not mistaken, 28-6. However, the Lions went on the road and have won 4 straight. They're coming off a victory last Sunday against the Jackie Robinson Bears. And so Pope John will look to go 5-2 on this season that is almost towards its completion. It starts so early, late August, and you feel like it's just the beginning, and then before you know it, you blink and it's over. We're already on week 7 and only one more regular season game to go, and that will be next week. I believe it will be a road contest, so I think this is going to be the home finale for Pope John. But we shall see, as Pop Warner will set the schedule midweek, and we'll let you know through Sports Engine where and when the game will be and against who. So, but for today, the Pope John Lions getting set to take on the Bayshore Buccaneers, and that's next right here. We'll be right back.
Good afternoon. Everyone, please rise, remove your hats.
Welcome back to Pope John High School as part of New Jersey as we get set for our national anthem. our national anthem. We are here at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. The Pope John Junior Lions taking on the Bayshore Buccaneers. It is finally a perfect fall afternoon. A little overcast, but the temperatures in mid-50s, crisp, clean, and cool, as opposed to the summer heat or the rains that you would see around this time of year. As I said last weekend, it felt like it was about to build an ark with all of the rain that has been coming into the northern New Jersey area. But today, the rain's holding off. We've got overcast skies, mostly cloudy, but the temperature is perfect. It feels like fall. It feels like football. And the Pope John Lions getting set to get started from their own 35 to start the game. First and 10 from the 35-yard line. Pope John offense on the field. Sean Klebitz, the quarterback, number 23 under center. Here's a handoff. We have a whistle right away. We'll see what the flag is about. We're going to set it again at 35. Perhaps the referees were not ready. Final substitutions in for the opening play for Bayshore, so they'll just rerun first and 10 again. From the 35-yard line, Pope John offense on the field. Quarterback Sean Klebitz under center. Benny Platt, Ryan Lambreglia, and Jake Jessamaria all in the backfield. Now here's the snap, given to Jessamaria. Jessamaria cuts to his left, looking for the near sideline. Here's Jessamaria. He gets to about the 42, maybe 43-yard line, and a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. Second down coming up for the Lions. They're going to spot the ball at the 42. The Lions in their home blue uniforms with blue pants and pink socks for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Trimmed by gold and white, gold helmets with the blue lion on the side. Handoff now to Platt. Benny Platt rolls to his right towards the far sideline, cuts up the middle of the field. He's past the 50, the 45, the 40, and is brought down at the 37-yard line. Big gainer for Benny Platt, and the Lions on the move into Bayshore territory. Timeout by Bayshore. We'll take one as well. First quarter, no score between the Pope John Lions and the Bayshore Buccaneers. We're at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, and we'll be back right after this. And welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, as the Pope John Lions 11 and under squad are taking on the Bayshore Buccaneers. Pope John in Bayshore territory, starting from the 37-yard line, first and 10. Here's the snap. Klebitz hands it off to Lambreglia. Ryan Lambreglia cuts to his left, to the 30, the 25, the 20. He's still on his feet, to the 10, the 5, and is brought down at the 4-yard line. A big gainer for Ryan Lambreglia. And Pope John is first down and goal to go. So Jessamaria, Platt, and Lambreglia all with big runs. And now first and goal from the 4-yard line. The Lions up to the line. Jessamaria and Platt in the backfield. Klebitz under center. He hands off to Platt. Platt to the left. Platt to the goal line. Touchdown, Lions! Benny Platt from 4 yards out. And the Pope John Lions take a 6-0 lead. So that three-headed, vaunted rushing attack for the Lions, making it pay against Bayshore here on this opening drive. And Pope John up 6-0, and now going for the point after. Platt, Cole Francesco, and Jesse Marie in the backfield. They give it to Cole Francesco. Jude pushing his way towards the goal line, but he is stopped at about the 1.5-yard line. So, no point after for Pope John, but they lead 6-0. Midway through the first quarter, Pope John up 6-0 over Bayshore. The Buccaneers will start from their own 35-yard line. First offensive series for the Buccaneers. Lions and Buccaneers, no, it's not Detroit versus Tampa Bay. First and 10 from the 35. Bayshore in the huddle. We'll give you defensive assignments in just a second. Quarterback under center. Man in motion's number 1. Handoff to 1 towards the far sideline. Rolls out to about the 40-yard line and is brought down. Not the 41, maybe 42-yard line. 2nd and 3 for Bayshore. So the starting defensive line for Pope John. Declan Griffith, number 25. Robert Zwicky, number 56. Jude Cole Francesco, number 45. And number 30, Ryan Hart. Along with Evan Nisbeth, number 13. In the secondary, number 33, Ryan LaBreglia. Betty Platt, number 5. Number 40, Jake Jessamaria. Number 9, Braden Coulson. You got Dominic Diarco in the safety position. Here's a snap. Number 11 throws it to number 1 on the near side. Cuts upfield. Stopped at about the 39-yard line. Brought down by LaBreglia and Nisbeth. And so that will bring up 3rd down. Also number 10, Jared Hawthorne out there on defense in the secondary. So that is your defense for Pope John. Bayshore up to the line. They're at the 40-yard line. They have to get to the 45 for first. 3rd down. Quarterback on the center. He'll flip to 3. Number 3 to the left. Trying to find the first down marker. He's got it, and he's up the far sideline. Smooth sailing, trying to get past Nisbeth. Nisbeth knocks him out of bounds. And big gainer for Bayshore. They are in the Pope John territory. Substitutions into the game. Tyler Killen, number 43. Charlie Formasano, number 8 for Pope John.
Going in for your brother or what? Dude, do not ask where you go. Hey, 4X!
So the run gets the Buccaneers down to the 24-yard line.
Line up a little bit.
1st and 10 for Bayshore. Here's a snap. Quarterback back to pass to the far sideline. Incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down for Bayshore. Number 4, Connor Harding's in the game. Replacing his brother Ryan Hart, number 30. 2nd and 10 for Bayshore. Pope John leads 6-0 on a 4-yard touchdown run by Betty Platt.
Watch the sweep this way.
Quarterback under center. Man in motion. Handed off to him. That's number 3. 3 is brought down in the backfield. LaBreglia, Jessamaria, and number 1, Diarco in on the tackle. Loss of 3 on the play, so 3rd and 13 for the Buccaneers.
Hey, guys, watch pass first here. Watch jet sweep.
Send me in, coach. Send me in.
Too wide.
3rd and long for Bayshore. Midway through the first quarter, 6-0 Pope John. Quarterback under center. Lions are coming. Here's 11. He's in trouble. Rolls out to his left, got a flag down. 11 gets to about the 26-yard line, is met there by the Pope John defense and brought down. So, a gain of about 1, but we're going to see what the flag is. It's against Bayshore, holding, and that's going to push him back. So, third of the country mile for Bayshore now. Holding against the Buccaneers. It is declined by Coach Cole Francesco and the Lions, so that will bring up 4th down. Bayshore has to get to the 14.5-yard line. It's between the 14 and 15-yard line, the first down marker. The ball is spotted at the 27 of Pope John. 4th down, long to go. Quarterback number 11 under center, one man in the backfield. Number 1 in motion. Back to pass, downfield to number 3, incomplete. Over his head and over his hands, and it hits the turf. Turnover on downs. Pope John will take over at the 27. So good defensive stand by Pope John after that big gator that the Buccaneers had to drive into Lion territory. Pope John back on offense. Pope John up to the line. We are in the first quarter. It's 6-0 Lions. Clebitz looking for direction from the coaches. We have a timeout on the field. Pope John needing to call timeout and discuss things with Clebitz and company. So, midway through the first, Pope John leading 6-0. We'll be back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. For Pope John Junior Lion football, Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's action. The third home game of the season for the Lions. And they are looking to do something they haven't done here yet in Sparta this season. Win a home game. They're 0-2 at home, 4-0 on the road. They're looking to go 5-2 on the season. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Man in motion's Diarco. The pitch to Jessa Maria. Jessa Maria to the 25. Turns the corner. Up the sideline. Is knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So it'll bring up 2nd down and short for Pope John.
Good job, Line. Keep it going.
Good run there by Jessa Maria. And it really gives the Pope John coaching staff some invaluable options, having 3 in the backfield who can run as well as Platt, Jess Maria, and Breglia. Lions up to the line. Clebitz under center. Jude Francesco. Here's the snap. Clebitz takes it, gives it to Platt. Platt to his right. Platt past defenders to the far sideline. Cuts back to the middle and is brought down at about midfield. 1st down, Pope John. So Platt taking the handoff there, barreling his way up midfield.
Where's Tyler? Watch out. Yeah, watch out.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 6-0, Pope John leads over Bayshore. Offense out to the field. Cole Francesco on the line with Zawicki, Formisano, Killen. Diarco is a wideout. Labreglia in motion. Here's the snap. The handoff to Jessa Maria. Jessa Maria to the near side. Jessa Maria to the 45, the 40, the 35, down the sideline. There he goes. Jacob Jessa Maria into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Jake Jessamaria, a 52-yard rushing touchdown. And the Pope John Lions lead by a score of 12-0. So Jessamaria was able to stay in bounds and find the way to the back of the end zone. And the Lions up 12-0 with the point after pending. Pope John up to the line. You also have Declan Griffith out there, number 25 on the line. Here's a handoff to Platt for the point after attempt. Platt is brought down at about the 2.5-yard line. So the point after, again, no good for Pope John. But they do hold a 12-0 lead late first quarter.
Stay here, offense, stay here. Offense, stay here.
The referee's telling offense to stay here, so we have a flag down on the turf. We'll see what the call is. It's against Bayshore, so the point after attempt will be tried again. Half the distance to the goal. They're going to spot it at about the 2. Between the 1 and 2, the 1.5-yard line. So half the distance to the goal. 12-0, Pope John. A second attempt at the point after. First time it was Jude Cofrancesco going up the middle, and he had a great run last week and was able to find the back of the end zone for the point after. However, he was stopped by Bayshore on that attempt earlier this quarter. Here's the snap to Clements, the pitch to Platt. Platt to his left side as he's hit. He's into the end zone, and the point after is good. Wow, Clements took a hit from number 1 just as he flipped the ball out of his hands, but he had just enough time, gave it to Platt, and Platt gets into the end zone for the point after touchdown. The score now, Pope John leads over the Bayshore Buccaneers 13-0. Good start in this first quarter by Pope John. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line for Bayshore. Buccaneers coming to the line. And number 3, Lachlan Sertival out there along with number 26, Braden Convey on the line now. Here's the handoff to number 13, or number 23, I should say, 24. 24 breaks free, and he has nobody in front of him all the way to the end zone, but he's stopped, brought down. Pope John able to catch him. That was Lambraglia with the tackle, so Ryan Lambraglia saves the touchdown, but Bayshore is deep in Pope John territory, and that is the end of the first quarter. So, Pope John leads 13-0, but Bayshore on the move. We will be back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, as we start the second quarter for the 11 and under squad as they lead the Bayshore Buccaneers 13-0. Mike Formisano along with you calling today's action. So number 24 for Bayshore was able to get all the way down to the 15-yard line and into the red zone for the Buccaneers, and they are threatening here. Pope John leads 13-0. It's 1st and 10, Bayshore, out of Keyport, New Jersey. Quarterback takes the snap, flips back to number 3, and a pass to the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Bayshore. So a gadget play by the Bayshore Buccaneers. The pitch back to the tailback, and the tailback throws it to the end zone. Wide receiver number 1 making the catch, and Bayshore is on the board. It's 13-6. Pope John leading. The point after is pending for the Buccaneers.
Hey, 1X, 2X,
Are we supposed to get ready? No, we have to get ready at third quarter.
Buccaneers in the huddle. Griffith, Hart, Zwicky, Co-Francesco on the line.
Declan and Hart switch. Declan and Hart switch.
Buccaneers up to the line. Point after attempt by Bayshore. Quarterback under center. 2 men in the backfield. Bunched in. Run to number 1, and he gets through past the Arco and into the end zone. And the point after is good. Pope John forcing everybody into the middle. And the running back number 1 took it right from the line. And the Arco met him at the 1, but he was able to inch his way past and into the end zone for the point after touchdown. So now Pope John leads, but only by 13-7. So a touchdown and an extra point would give Bayshore the lead. So Pope John not in a comfortable position right now as they have to continue pouring on the offense. Second quarter, Lions lead by 6. First and 10 from the 35. Pope John up to the line. Clements under center. Pitch. We have a flag on the play. It looks to be against Pope John. So now moving back 5 yards. A movement on the line.
Sorry.
That'll bring up first and 15 for the Pope John Lions. Please join us after this game. 13U will also be taking on the Bayshore Buccaneers. Their 13 and under squad. Pope John 13 and under is 6-0 after an exciting victory over the Shore Blue Devils last week down in West Long Branch, New Jersey. 24-20 the victory over Shore. So Pope John 13 and under looking to go 7-0. Shift on the line. Number 1, the Arco in motion. The pitch back to number 13, Evan Nisbeth. Nisbeth is tackled in the backfield at the 23-yard line. So Pope John going backwards. 1 on a penalty and 1 on that rush by Nisbeth. He's met in the backfield, and it will be second down and long from the 23. Pope John has to get to the 45-yard line for a first. So the last game of the regular season for both 11U and 13U scheduled for next Sunday. We do not have specifics yet. It will probably be road games for both teams. So this should be the home finale for both 11U and 13U for the regular season. Here's Clements, fakes the pitch. He'll keep it. He goes to the far sideline, past 11. He's at the 27-28 and is tripped up there and goes down to the turf at about the 28-yard line. So that will be, let me do math, 3rd and 17. Reglia in for the Lions. Clements talking to the coaches. Nisbeth out now. Clements back into the huddle. It's getting windy here in Sparta. The wind blowing from south to north right now. I would say it affect the kicking game, but there's no kicking in 11U. Here's the handoff to Lambreglia, to the left side. Lambreglia cuts to the far sideline, back up the middle, get to about the 35, but it's still going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Lions. Pope John leads 13-7. We are midway into the second quarter in Sparta, New Jersey. Pope John looking for their first home victory of the season with losses to Mobetter and Rahway, but A perfect 4-0 on the road gives them a 4-2 record on the season so far. Lions road warriors so far this season. Clements under center. Jessa Maria and Platt in the backfield. Hand off to Jessa Maria right through the middle. It gets to about the 40. And that's it. Pope John stopped at the 40-yard line. Turnover on downs, and Bayshore will take over. So the penalty to Pope John, along with the loss on first down on the Nisbeth run, hurts Pope John, and unable to get the first down there for the first time today. We'll turn it over on downs, and Bayshore will take over. 13-7, Pope John leads midway through the second quarter. The defense on the field for Pope John: Grego, number 61, Zawicki, 56, Griffith, 25, Co-Francesco, 45, 10, Hawthorne, 9, Coulson, 5 is Platt, 40, Jessa Maria, 33, Lambreglia, and Diarco, number 1, in the safety position. Buccaneers up to the line. Again, if you're wondering why both teams are wearing pink socks, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we are happy that Pope John and Bayshore are able to support that cause. Runner stopped right at about the line of scrimmage, maybe lost about a yard or two. That was quarterback number 11. He's brought down, so I think he lost about a yard. So technically, it's sack for Pope John. Loss of 1. 2nd and 11 for the Buccaneers. Bayshore coming to the line.
Jump up, Jared. Go, get involved.
A little bit of confusion on the line for Bayshore. When they get back and set. Here's the snap to number 11. Number 11 towards the near sideline, being chased. Coming to the near sideline to the 30, to 25. And Platt drives him out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. So number 11 for Bayshore is able to get towards the red zone, not quite in it, but it'll be 1st and 10 for Bayshore.
Roger!
Substitution in the game, number 8, Charlie Formasano, along with number 15, Roger Milner. Also number 23, Sean Clemenson on defense.
Hey, 1X. Jacob, show.
1st and 10 from 21-yard line of Pope John. The Lions lead 13-7 over Bayshore.
Jim, blow him up, please. Charlie, in the backfield, not hawking down pads. Get more pads, Charlie.
Quarterback under center, 2 men in the backfield. Movement on the line, we got a flag. Flags coming from everywhere.
Guys, we gotta watch
It's a false start against Bayshore, and that'll drop it back 5. 1st and 15 for the Buccaneers from the 26 now. So that entryway into the red zone just became a little longer.
Go, low pad.
Those who are wondering what the red zone is, it's the 20-yard line to the goal line. Here's the snap. 11 will pitch it back to 3. Ball hits the turf. And so number 3, the tailback, has to fall on it to make sure Pope John doesn't recover the fumble. So, whereas Pope John went backwards on the last drive, Bayshore's doing the same thing. They are at their own, at the Pope John 36. 4-minute warning towards the end of the second quarter. Second and long to go for Bayshore. They have to get to the 11-yard line.
Hey, Roger, ready to shoot down to the motion.
Number 3 in motion for Bayshore. Quarterback back to pass. Gets it off. over the head of Roger Milner, who was looking for the interception. The receiver, number 1 for Bayshore, about maybe 3 yards away from the ball. Incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Number 11, the quarterback for Bayshore, getting that ball off before Braden Coulson could get him. Coulson was right on top of him and hit him as he threw the ball. Or maybe just got it off before Coulson hit him. Coulson was bearing down on him. Lachlan Certival now onto the line for Pope John. It is cool out here, but I'm still seeing bees, so the last vestiges of summer. Still hanging around just a bit, but it is brisk out here. Bees will start going into hibernation along with the bears and all the other summertime animals soon. Lions hoping not to go into hibernation in the next few weeks. They want to make the postseason on all levels. 3rd and long. This will be 4th and long now for Bayshore. Quarterback, back to pass. Number 11 rolls out to his right. He'll keep it, trying for the far sideline. Gets to the 30, still on his feet. Pope John trying to bring him down, and forward progress is stopped at about the 26, maybe 27-yard line. Turnover on downs. Pope John will take over. So, good defensive effort by the Lions. Bayshore able to gain some yardage on that, however, not enough, not nearly enough for a 1st down. So the Lions will take over. Ball is spotted at the 25-yard line. Late 2nd quarter, Pope John up 13-7. We are at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's action. Thank you so much for joining us on this Columbus Day Sunday. 3-day weekend, hopefully, for all of you out there. I do as well. Making the trek back up to Connecticut for my other son's hockey game later tonight at 8:45 p.m. But we have Pope John Lion football first. Timeout Bayshore, and we'll take one as well. Late 2nd quarter, Pope John leads over the Bayshore Buccaneers, 13-7. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. Pope John Junior Lion football. Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's action. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful fall afternoon here in northern New Jersey. Little overcast, mostly cloudy, but cool, crisp weather, about 55 degrees. 1st and 10, Pope John. Clements will take the snap. He hands off to Labriglia to his right. Labriglia avoids one tackle, now a second, and is finally brought down at about the 37-yard line. Number 3 with the tackle on Labriglia. Whistles by the referees. Flag on the play. It's going to be against Pope John, so negate the run by Labriglia. The holding call against Pope John looks to be on, I believe it's on Coe Francesco. I may be mistaken, but it's going to drive the ball back to the 18-yard line. So 1st and long for Pope John. They have to get to the 35, so we're going to make it 1st and 17. Pope John in the huddle. Late 2nd quarter here. Lions up by 6. Diarco towards the near sideline, wide out. 2 men in the backfield. There's Clements. Clements drops back to pass. To Platt. Oh, it goes through Platt's hands. Incomplete. And Betty Platt puts his hands to his helmet. Can't believe he didn't bring that in, he's saying to himself. Ball was right on him as he turned around, so bad break. That'll bring up second down. Clevett's back into the huddle. Bayshore with a 4-man front. No, make that 5. Pope John now up to the line. From the 18-yard line. 2nd and 17. Here's a handoff to Platt. Platt to the left side. The far sideline. Gets towards the first down markers. Brought out of bounds. Right near the 35-yard line. He's going to be just shy of the first down marker. So big gainer for Platt. They're going to mark the ball at the 33-yard line.
Thank you.
3rd and 2 for Pope John. They have to get to the 35. Here's the snap to Clements, to Lambraglia, towards the near sideline on his right. He's got the first down and is brought down at the 39-yard line. First down, Pope John. Timeout by the Lions. We'll take one as well. Late second quarter, Pope John leads 13-7 over Bayshore. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. Pope John Junior Lion football, 11 and under. 1st and 10 at 39-yard line of Pope John. The Lions leading 13-7 on touchdowns by Benny Platt and Jake Jessamaria. They're looking to add on before the end of the half. Here's Platt. Platt back to pass. A wobbly pass into the arms of number 14 for Bayshore, and it's intercepted. So Platt back to pass, and not the most perfect spiral in the world. And number 14 makes the interception. So Bayshore will take over.
Like 2 minutes.
2 minutes remain in the second quarter. 13-7. Pope John over Bayshore. 1:55 remaining. From their own 46, the Buccaneers will come to the line. They've got 54 yards to the end zone.
How much time is left?
1:55. Quarterback under center, 2 men in the backfield. No, I'm sorry. Handoff to number 24. He gets spun around by Jude Cofrancesco. Jude makes the tackle at the 41-yard line, drops Bayshore for a loss. I thought that was a quarterback. It was in a shotgun. He was actually under center, and he did have 2 men in the backfield. They got confused handing the ball off to number 24. And then once Cofrancesco met him, he was spun around like a top. 2nd and long for the Buccaneers. Number 9, Braden Carlson, he's coming. Number 3, towards the far sideline. He's going to look to throw downfield. He's got him in. It's complete. Number 1 for Bayshore makes the catch. He's in bounds, and they're in Pope John territory. First down, Bayshore spotting the ball at the 40-yard line. So, timeout by Bayshore. It's their last one. We're going to take one as well. Timeout on the field, late second quarter. Pope John leads 13-7. We'll be back to Sparta, New Jersey right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. Pope John Junior Lion football. The Lions leading the Bayshore Buccaneers 13-7. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
Coach is off. Coach is off.
Two men in the backfield for the Buccaneers. Quarterback under center. Back to pass. Being chased down by Justin Maria. Flagged down. Number 11 is going to keep it. To the 45. Now to the 40. To the 35. And is finally driven out of bounds by Jake Maria. Just behind the 30-yard line. And now we have a holding call. It's against Bayshore. And that will negate the run and the keeper by number 11. So holding against the Buccaneers. And now drive her back.
Hey, Coach, get a time check. Get a time check. Get a time check.
Hey, good job on that.
So the Buccaneers shooting themselves in the foot with penalties here in this first half. The ball back to the 50-yard line. Late first half. Lions holding on to a 13-7 lead. 1 minute remaining. The Buccaneers up to the line. Quarterback under center. One man in the backfield. Number 1 in motion. He gets the handoff. Coming to the near sideline. Pass Platt. Oh! Platt gets the ankle and brings him down. Good tackle by Betty Platt. And drops the running back for a loss. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line of Bayshore.
What's the option? The wide side.
Jacob, left side.
Buccaneers up to the line. Hart, Formasano's Wiki, and Co-Francesco on the defensive line. Here's the pitch back to number 3. Number 3 cutting to his right and is tackled by Jake Maria. Another loss for the Buccaneers, and they're driven backwards. And that is it for the first half. Referee signaled that time has run out. So halftime here at Pope John High School, and the Pope John Lions lead the Bayshore Buccaneers 13-7. We will be back for second half action after halftime. Catch us on a new stream, and we will be back with action from Pope John High School after the half.
Well done, Mike.